episode. This is actually part of my new vlog series on training for the marathon. Now, as a chef and someone heavily involved in exercise and who studied it, it's of course something that I love to educate you guys on. And one of the ones is actually how to have the right nutrition, not just before or after, but during a race. And so today I'm going to show you my own gel or my own nutrient intake that I'll be having along the New York City Marathon, which I'll be running later this year in November. Really excited to be doing it on behalf of the MDA, Muscular Dystrophy Association. So run with me if you wish and follow along on this journey as I take you through my training and of course show you my tips on how to prepare yourself for these kind of enduring events. So when it comes to during your race event, it's important to think of a few things. You need to have very high GI foods because you need that energy readily available. So things like natural sugars, such as strawberries, which are a little high in GI, are fantastic, but with the assistance of maple syrup, we're gonna go a long way. Now we need something that's also got a little bit of protein in there to repair our muscles when they're being damaged by the amount of pavement we're running on. So I'm gonna bring in some amino acids. Here we have our lovely chia seeds, which are packed full of them. They also have a beautiful gel-like thing and they congeal together along with the natural pectin found in strawberries, so it kind of holds together. What's important to note though, just a quick little tip, when it comes to protein and amino acids, there is a point where protein's harder to digest, so than say your fats and your carbohydrates. So it's important not to have too much, particularly when you're running. So that's why you don't have exactly chicken on the run. You may have something that's a little more easy to break down. So always keep that into account. Don't always have a shake during an event if it's especially full of amino acids or you have more than one scoop, for example. And I'm also adding in athletic greens. Now you may have seen this on my Instagram, which I use daily. It's part of my morning routine. Now that incorporates 75 whole food, wonderful ingredients from around the world. And so it incorporates vegetables, fruits, and of course roots. So it's get a variation of all three. So how do we make this awesome DC special of a gel / chia situation? Wow, I thought you'd never ask. I've got here some lovely strawberries. See, beautiful and fresh. I've just taken the top off and sliced them. And it doesn't really have to be too efficient with your slicing because if you check this out, over here we've got a pot full of just strawberries, which I've been kind of sitting on for about 25 minutes on a low heat. You can start to see it's really starting to kind of do its thing, get into a nice saucy consistency. If I really wanted to, I could put that in a blender and blitz it till it's really smooth, but I kind of like the texture. It makes it really easy. And if you want to know more information on these guys, don't be afraid to reach out. I've actually got a number of recipes on my website which include chia, so don't be afraid to reach out for more information on them. Just going to add them in. From there we're going to add our liquid base. Here we have almond and coconut milk mix. And that's going to soak it up nice and good like. Okay, so now I'm going to add a scoop of athletic greens. And what also this does is it allows my brain to also be switched on in times where it's under a lot of stress. So when you're running and you're constantly, putting your body through a lot of different, stresses, the athletic greens is full of all those amazing things such as adaptogens and whatnot that allow you to focus on the task at hand. And of course, we made our strawberry jam for a reason, so in that goes. Now what you'll find is a lot of these bars or these gels are sometimes full with molasses or high fructose corn syrup, so we're trying to avoid those really high GI foods. So here we got some maple syrup. It's our natural sweetener we're using today. And particularly when you're during a marathon, you do need sugar really quickly. Now, you guys know I don't add a lot of sugar to things. In this environment, it's good to have the balance because I'm consistently losing a lot and dehydration as well, which is a whole other ballgame which you'll be learning a lot about. So now, just give it a mix. Making sure all our chia seeds break up, our strawberries get mixed in with the athletic greens and move around. So once it's all combined, cover it with some plastic or saran wrap, set that aside, and then in the morning or within a few hours time, you have this jelly-like substance. Look at that. When you think about it, that's what a gel is in a way, right? And all you've got in here is some natural ingredients and the pectin coming from the strawberries, which is a natural thickener. And then you've also got that demulcent in the amino acid of the chia seed. I'm going to be running with either a Ziploc bag, which I haven't decided on yet, or one of these guys, put a lid on top, and there is your do-it-yourself during the event supplementation DC style. It's got amino acids, a high GI hit, some carbohydrates, and some, all the more important tasty goodness right in here. So, if you want this recipe, make sure you head to my website or click down below. And this is part of my marathon vlog series. So you see a few of these specifically coming out, or if you just want recipes in general, you'll see them on the weekly. I'm Dan Churchill. I'll check you next week, my friends. Thanks for watching. Bye.